Chapter 19. Subject and Verb Agreement. There are rules that govern the use of the verb in relation to the subject in a sentence. The rule of agreement calls for the matching of the subject and verb. Singular subjects go with singular verbs, plural subjects go with plural verbs. In the present tense, the rule of agreement states that the verb must have an added s if the subject or noun is third person singular. The verb does not have an s if the noun is plural. This means verbs have singular and plural forms only in the present tense: eat or eats, sit or sits. In the past tense, the verb does not change with the number of the subject or noun. He walked to school. They walked to school. When a subject is with its correct verb, we call this subject-verb agreement. Agreement of singular subject and singular verb. My uncle has bushy eyebrows. She eats a lot of Belgian chocolate. Plural subject and plural verb. They run down the road. The children have very loving parents. The verb agrees with the subject and not with the noun next to it. Correct. Her bouquet of flowers is a birthday present. Incorrect. Her bouquet of flowers are a birthday present. The subject here is bouquet, which is part of the noun phrase bouquet of flowers. Since bouquet is a singular item, and we are referring to it and not the flowers, a singular verb should be used. More examples. Correct. The man with 2 briefcases is heading for the airport. Incorrect. The man with 2 briefcases are heading for the airport. Correct. The instruction to the boys was not clear. Incorrect. The instruction to the boys were not clear. Correct. The thieves who stole the money have escaped. Incorrect. The thieves who stole the money has escaped. There are times when subject-verb agreement isn't so easy and clear. Remember this rule. It is the subject that determines the verb. Take a look at this example and choose the correct verb. My friend from Tokyo who has lots of dogs and cats are a computer genius. What is the subject here? My friend from Tokyo. Is my friend from Tokyo singular or plural? It is singular. Therefore, use is. There are certain rules for subject and verb agreement. Rule 1. Use a singular verb after each. Neither, everyone, everybody, nobody, and someone. Nobody is here. Everybody helps when there is a crisis. Somebody wants to speak to you. Rule 2. If you use either or, look at the subject closest to the verb. If the subject closest to the verb is singular, use a singular verb. Likewise, if the subject is plural, use a plural verb. Either Miss Brown or Jane writes on the blackboard. Either the teacher or the students write on the blackboard. This also applies to not only but also, and neither nor. The subject closest to the verb determines whether the verb is singular or plural. Not only Julie but also Georgette wants to visit grandma. Not only Julie but also all of the grandchildren want to visit grandma. Neither Miss Brown or Jane writes on the blackboard. Neither the teacher or the students write on the blackboard. Rule 3. Measurements of money, time, and distance usually require a singular verb. $100 is a lot of money for a bottle of wine. 2 hours is a long time to wait to see a doctor. 93 million miles is the distance from the sun to the earth. Rule 4. The following words almost always use the plural form of verbs: all, both, few, many, several, and some. Some people in my office are very annoying. Few mountain climbers have successfully reached the peak of Mount Everest. Rule 5. The word none needs special attention. Sometimes it uses a singular verb, and at other times, it uses a plural verb. When none means no one or not one, use the singular form of the verb. None of them is able to do that job. When none means or suggests more than one thing or person, use the plural form of the verb. None are helpless because they can always try. Rule 6. Here and there cannot be subjects. Therefore, if a sentence begins with here or there, look for the subject and write the correct form of the verb. Here is my jacket. Jacket is singular. Here are my shoes. Shoes is plural. Rule 7. When the word number is preceded with the word a, use a plural verb. When the word number is preceded with the word the, use a singular verb. A number of people are waiting to see you. The number of stars in the sky seems countless.